Wow, good evening and welcome to the Game Day phone-in on talkSPORT. I'm your host, Jamie Hara. Alongside me, as always, Jason Cundy. This show is by the fans, for the fans. Get involved right now. 03 717 223344. International break has been binned until March. And Liverpool, what on earth has happened to the champions? 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest. Sean Dyche done an absolute number on Arne Slot. Unbelievable stuff. You can have your say. 03 717 223344. Miserable start for Rob Edwards. They got beat at home. West Ham, they blow 2-0 lead against Bournemouth. And in early kickoff, Chelsea, they breeze past Burnley. No one cares about it. Are you in the title race?
Second.
Oh, here we go.
Second.
We'll keep you up to
World
date
champions.
with
Second.
Ireland's Autumn Rugby International against South Africa at the Aviva, as well as Newcastle v Man City, which has just kicked off at St James's Park. For talkSPORT, Steve Harmison.
It's Newcastle 0, Man City 0. There's 3 minutes gone on the clock. I was going to tell you, boys, about the changes that Newcastle's made to their back four. This game should be 1-1. Harvey Barnes had a chance, one-on-one with Donnarumma 20 seconds in, and then Haaland's gone through on Nick Pope literally a minute later. This game should have been 1. It's actually 1-1. It's actually Newcastle 0, Man City 0.
Yeah, back with Harmony for all the big moments in the 5:30 game. But you know what to do. Pick up the phone now. Dial 03 717 223344 is the Game Day phone-in on talkSPORT.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high.
And how's this? It's Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 1, and it's Murillo who's got it.
Kenny, shut up.
Would you believe it? It's Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 2. Mickey and I both said surely Liverpool are going to have a bit about them in the second half. Surely Arne Slot's given them a rocket at half-time. It's not happened, and Forest have gone 2-0 up.
Has anyone seen Jamie O'Hara?
Whooping.
It's Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 3, and it's Morgan Gibbs-White who's got it.
Stop celebrating, Candy, and stop being so biased and so absolutely negative towards Liverpool.
It's a fact that I'm talking about facts.
It's Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 3, and I make it that this would be Liverpool's joint heaviest Premier League defeat at Anfield.
You never walk alone, walk on, walk on.
Shambles from Liverpool.
Oh my, it's so funny.
What is happening, Cundy? What is going on?
Honestly, these Liverpool fans get brought back down to earth. I said you weren't great last season. You were good, deserved the title. Now we're seeing what Arne Slot's Liverpool looks like. They are, the elephant in the room is, his tenure at Liverpool needs to be spoken about. I'm telling you now.
When are we getting the sack? He won the league last season.
Who cares? It's not about last season. Jay, they're 11th. They look a shadow of any team under Klopp. Forget last season. Last season, they weren't even that great. They weren't. I thought the Premier League last season was poor. I thought Arsenal's attack on the Premier League was poor. City's was dreadful. Chelsea's was poor. Spurs, well, you would just avoid a relegation. We are looking at a side now that are floundering. They're in deep water, and one of their armbands has burst. They are now in big... No, it's true, Jay. They can't swim. They're in deep water. They're not... There's no sign of this is a terror. This is the worst result of their season. Because after international break, you can regather, you can sit there and you're playing Forest, right? Sean Dyche has rocked up there and pulled their pants down. This is a terrible result. The elephant in the room is Liverpool. And it's up to them whether they admit it or not. We are now talking about what the future looks like for Slot. I don't care what any Liverpool fan said. They can phone up and say, we want to keep him, fine. But the truth is, this result is absolutely appalling. And the performance, by the way.
I know, but is there an element, right? You know, I'm playing devil's advocate a little bit. They won the Premier League last season. Unbelievable feat. Arne Slot was a big part of it. You know, he got them playing a good style of football.
No, he didn't.
No, he did.
That's the whole point.
No, but
he didn't.
No, he did.
No, he didn't.
Let me finish. They spent £500 million on hugely talented players, and it hasn't gelled yet. It hasn't quite worked out for them. Is there time to say, right, it's not working yet, but it will work? I mean, it will come. Look, you know, we talk about Chelsea. Well, you know, we're not ready to win the league. We've signed players. We spent £1 billion, but we're not ready to win the league. How comes Liverpool, because they've spent 500 million, automatically have to say, well, we got to win the league again. We spent 500 million.
Because when you won the title, you're from a position of strength. This is them strengthening from a position of strength. So the best in the business was Sir Alex, right? Win the title, go again. Liverpool, this is a disaster. You cannot dress it up. It's a disaster of a season. And it ain't getting any... There's no sign of it getting better. They've lost half their games. Half of their games. Come on. The red flags now are everywhere. Okay, you can have a bad start. Here's the thing for me with Liverpool, right? And I love when Liverpool fans think, even when they were winning, they were poor. So this...
You can't say that, mate.
Well, I can, because I saw them and watched them. When they were winning, they were poor. Now they're losing, they're worse.
Yeah, but Arsenal are doing this season what Liverpool are doing last season.
Arsenal aren't poor.
Arsenal ain't been great, but they win.
No, but okay, I'll buy that. But the truth is, Liverpool last season weren't great. People are trying to tell me they're a great side. They weren't. They're nowhere near a great side. You look at all the champions of the Premier League in the history. Right? This Liverpool side is nowhere near a great side that won it last season.
All right, let's go to some calls. We go to Mike. He's a Liverpool fan, Mike.
Great show as ever, but usually I'm never agreeing with what Cundy says, but he's got it banged on. He has got it banged on. Liverpool are poor. They've been poor for the last season. They've been poor for the season before. We've been a shambolic team.
You won the league. You weren't poor, mate. You won the league.
Look, you're going to be saying he's like Klopp and he's got credit in the bank. He's got no credit left with me. I'm telling you that now. I've had my season ticket before Brendan Rodgers started. And now I'm thinking I may as well get Brendan Rodgers back. He's free of a job, isn't he? He'll be able to do a better job with this team. Show. It is a bad show. The players don't want to play. There's no cohesion from the front to the back. And then you've got Slot playing FIFA with 11 players. He's got 8 up top today, 2 at the back. 8 up top, 2 at the back.
Oh, you look so open, mate. You look so open on the counter-attack. It's unbelievable. The goals you're conceding is ridiculous.
Every goal that we concede is ridiculous. Is that because we've lost Johnny Heitinga from the back doing stuff? I don't know. But what is going on there, the manager's clueless. You know, Klopp, when we had it, he's galvanised everything, from the club to the fans to the people on the street. This guy's tearing it apart with his hands. You know, in training, you're supposed to be getting better. They're getting worse and worse every game.
No, today's a bad one. Today's a bad one. I look at today and think, right, no international football for 4 months. Liverpool go on a run.
2 weeks.
What?
Sorry, you said 4 months, but...
What do you mean?
Oh, you mean going into it? You mean going into next 4 months?
There's no...
Sorry.
Yeah.
I know, sorry. I thought
Don't jump in. I know what I'm talking about.
No, but you said... Yeah, okay, go.
There's no international football for 4 months. So Liverpool can go on a run and they can get themselves going. And in the first game back from international break, they lose 3-0. I mean, that's a massive kick in the teeth. Mikey, thanks for calling. I'm going to go to Deborah, who's a Liverpool fan. Deb?
Hello?
All right, Deb.
My name is Gemma.
Your name's Gemma? I mean, couldn't get 100% wrong there.
Right, Jim.
I'm okay.
What's going on, Jem? What's happened?
I'm a Liverpool fan, and I was never, ever cool.
Deb, phone us back. Your line's no good. I'm going to go to Mark, who's a Liverpool fan. Mark?
Hello.
Right, Marky Mark.
You're right.
How are you, Mark?
I've been better. I've been better. I mean, you've got to back. I'm going to back the manager, and you might think, why the hell are you back him?
I don't know what's happening.
They not have a reception in Liverpool. What's going on here? Mark?
Yeah.
Go on.
No, you can't. Who are you going to get in as a manager who's better? No one. You've got to give them time. We've won the league. We won the league last year. We played well last year, regardless of what you were saying. You know, we played well. It's a different style to what Klopp was doing. It's different type of football. So it's not as exciting. It's not as flash as what we had under Klopp, but it was effective. And we were happy with it last season. What we're getting now is we spent a lot of money and there's no excuses for how bad we're playing. That's the problem.
Were you happy with last season? The performances?
We're in the league. Couldn't give a crap about it.
No, I didn't
if you
say...
win one every week and it's crap.
No,
you're not bothered, are you?
I know, but here's the question, right? Listen to the question. Were you happy with the performances? Yes, you're happy with the results and how it played out. Were you happy with the performances?
Yeah.
So you want to look? I mean,
no, fair enough.
I feel stupid even asking the question, but you want him to stay, Slot, because there's a lot of people going to phone up tonight, I think, saying they're going to want him out.
Yeah, but then you've got idiots coming on saying get Brendan Rodgers back. I mean,
I know, but your argument is there's no one out there better. But is that a fair argument to keep a manager?
I mean, you've got to give the managers time. There's no point reactionally sacking someone. Yeah, we've not been good, and yeah, it should be a lot better than what we are. But
no, mate, you're 11th. You're meant to be fighting for the title. Getting beat at home 3-0.
Listen, I understand that, but you've also got to look at it as last season, for example. We'd have took top 4 and a cup run, and a really good cup run, getting deep in a cup. This season, we have to adjust our expectations a little bit, despite the money we've spent, and go, you know what? Now you take top 4 and a cup.
Yeah,
and I
now.
think that's unreasonable. Yeah, now.
Yeah, now. But that's not acceptable for Liverpool with the money they spent. They spent 500 million quid. They brought in the best player in the Premier League in his sake.
Oh,
so, you can sit here now and say, "Oh, yeah, you know what? We'll take top 4 and an FA Cup." Well, that's unacceptable.
It might be unacceptable to you, but I'll take it now in this position.
No, you won't. There's no way you'd take.
I would.
Right. So now. Honestly, you're a charlatan, Mark. Mark, you're a charlatan. Mark,
I'm a charlatan.
You're a charlatan. I tell you why. I tell you why.
I would love for you to explain.
I'm about to. If you let me speak, I'll tell you why you're a charlatan. Because 6 weeks ago, you would be lying to yourself now.
Yeah, because now you have to adjust your expectations.
Right. So now your expectations have lowered. Why?
Because we're not good enough. We're not good enough to win the league.
That's acceptable to you now. So you're now accepting.
Well, it's not acceptable. I'm not happy. Am I?
No, but you're accepting second best.
Don't talk over me.
No, you're accepting.
Let me explain my point without you jabbering over me. Okay? Let me explain my point without you jabbering over me.
Go on, Mark.
Start of the season. Obviously, you think with the money we spent, yeah, we're going to win the league. It's going to be a great season. We're going to score 100 goals. The defence is going to be great, blah, blah, blah. It's not turned out that way. Granted. But you adjust your expectations. And there's nothing wrong with adjusting your expectations halfway through the season or the third way through the season when you know you're not good enough to win the league.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
That's fine.
Will you adjust them in 3 weeks' time when you say, look, I'll take top half?
Well, that's hypothesis, isn't it?
Well, no, but that's what you've just done. That's exactly what you've just done, Mark. You've done exactly that.
Now in the moment, you're asking me to predict something that I'm going to say in the future. So if you ask me that same question in 3 weeks, and I say something that's different to what I'm saying now, then by all means, I'll be a hypocrite, but I can't speak.
Well, you're a hypocrite already, by your own admission.
I'm not a hypocrite.
By your own admission, you just said.
But I haven't. How am I a hypocrite by my own admission?
You've lowered your expectations.
All I've said is I've lowered my expectations because of how we're playing.
Yeah.
That's all I've said.
Yeah, but
there's not a longer saying that.
But as Liverpool,
we should be doing better.
Yeah, but as Liverpool fans,
more money than.
Should that be acceptable to lower your expectations? You're lowering your standards. You're lowering your standards. Forget expectation. It's the standard of the football club. You've been fighting for the title for the last 5 years.
Yeah, but I've said that before. Like, I didn't want to adjust my expectations, but I have adjusted my expectations.
You think it's okay to lower your expectations and have this conversation from being title winners to spending what you did, and now expect your expectation? You expect me to sit here and accept what you're saying is now acceptable?
Well, you don't have to accept it. That's just my opinion.
I'm saying, if you're happy, that's fine.
You don't have to.
No.
Like, if listen, can you listen to me 1 second? If you won the league, if Chelsea won the league last year, and you were really poor and doing what Liverpool were doing now, what would you think?
Jose got sacked. Jose got sacked.
Well, did you want him to get sacked?
Well, at the end of it, yeah, he had to go. He got sacked.
I mean, Chelsea's probably not the best argument because they literally do sack their managers even when they win the Champions League.
Yeah, 2 years later, won the Premier League again.
So, you know.
Yeah, but just to let you know, we won the Premier League 2 years later, right? It's just to let you know.
All right then, Jamie. What about Tottenham won the league? Tottenham won the league this year.
Don't be stupid.
Hey, mate, great seat. I wouldn't care, mate.
Come
we
on,
could finish
mate.
17th again, Mark.
Is it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, come on. If we win the Premier League, mate, we finish 17th the season after. I'm buzzing.
And then you were 11th. Would you sack him? You probably wouldn't.
Of course you wouldn't, but it's Tottenham. You're Liverpool. Come on. You can't compare the two.
No.
You can't compare the two.
Mark, honestly, listen, I appreciate the call, but the reality is you ain't going to put up with this much longer.
Oh, no. If this was carrying on until March, I mean, you'd probably get by then.
You'd be bottom 3 by then.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, to be honest.
It's not good.
But
it's not good.
You never. Who are you going to get in? You're not going to get anyone in.
Let me bring this back to reality, right? There is a chance you could be behind Everton on Monday evening.
Yeah.
After 12 games, all right? Let me just let that sink in for a second. David Moyes could be above Slot on Monday evening.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Right? Marky, listen, mate, thanks for your call. You're a top man, mate. Appreciate it. There's a massive international going on between Ireland and South Africa at the Aviva. Watching for talkSPORT, David Brady.
Yeah, just 3 minutes gone. The game remains scoreless. It's all of 13 years since the world champion South Africa won in Dublin, and Ireland have in fact won 4 of the last 5 meetings between the sides, most notably at the last World Cup a couple of years ago. Sam Prendergast recalled allowed half for Ireland. They've made 4 changes. South Africa reverting to 13 of the side that defeated France a fortnight ago. Their B team effectively winners against Italy last week. Just 3.5 minutes gone. A cool, crisp evening in Dublin, and perfect conditions for rugby. It remains Ireland 0, South Africa 0.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Betfair's safer gambling tools are designed so you can bet at your best. Learn more at safergambling.betfair.com. 18+gambleaware.org.
Right, let's check in a 5:30 game. Newcastle v Man City. Watching for talkSPORT, Steve Humson.
It's Newcastle 0, Man City 0. This game has started at an absolute frantic pace. Harvey Barnes had a chance after 20 seconds. Haaland had a half chance, little bit, 2 minutes later. And then Nick Woltemada's had the best chance of the game so far. A Jacob Murphy cross, free header from the big German. He hit the bottom left-hand corner, but Donnarumma made a fantastic save. That's the chances we've had. Newcastle have been just on top. Phil Foden had a penalty shout, which I don't think there was too much in it. It went to VAR, but it was quickly stayed on-field decision. 20 minutes gone. Newcastle 0, Man City 0.
Right, let's have a look at the latest odds in that 5:30 game. All thanks to Betfair. It is currently 0-0. Newcastle to win 11-4. The draw is 5-2, and City to win is 11-10 on. That's all thanks to Betfair. 18+. BeGambleAware.org.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Betfair's safer gambling tools are designed so you can bet at your best. Learn more at safergambling.betfair.com. 18+gambleaware.org.
Right, get your calls in. Does Arne Slot need to get sacked? 03 717 22 33 44. Yeah, good evening. You are listening to the Game Day phone in on talkSPORT 03 717 223344. Loads of action to get through. You can have your say. Let's hear from Nottingham Forest manager now, though, Sean Dyche. Following today's 3-0 win at Anfield, he's praised their perfect start to the second half.
I'm sure you'd have cautioned about Liverpool coming out firing after the half-time, so to score within seconds of the restart, that couldn't have gone any better for you.
No, exactly that. You know, so there was no big shock. I said to the players, I said, look, they've had a couple of weeks here, licked their wounds after the Man City game. Don't expect them to just lay down. That's why they win leagues and trophies and all that, because they keep at it. And they did the early stages, but I thought we weathered it really well and then scored a fine finish from Rillo. You know, and then to get that, and those in front, I thought we saw the half out pretty well. And then second half, you know, to score so early with another great bit of play, you know, to score such a good goal. And then the breakaway to get our third, and then, you know, you've got that feeling, OK, well, as long as we do the basics really well here, we can see it through, and we did.
Dyche ball.
Yeah, Dyche ball's back, mate. Don't knock Dyche ball. Mate, honestly, they're now, they're out the bottom three, 16th.
It's unbelievable.
It's an amazing win. Unbelievably, right? How many points do you reckon they're behind Liverpool now?
I don't know. What are they? 6, 5?
6 points behind Liverpool.
Stop it, you.
No, 6 points. That is ridiculous.
And they've sacked 2 managers.
6 points and 2 managers behind Liverpool. Now, you can't get away from it, mate. What's going on at Liverpool right now? Liverpool fans can play it down all they like, right? They can try. This is a disaster. It's a disaster. They are now in a fight for top 4, let alone trying to win the title, keep their title alive. Honestly, this is a disaster.
Let's go to Morris, who's a Liverpool fan. Morris.
All right, Morris.
Oh, hello, chap. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, Morris. Look, Cundy saying it's a disaster. What do you think?
It is a disaster, and last year, I don't think anybody can turn around and say that we could make the decision on Slot's talents from last year. Last year was a ready-made squad. You know, no changes. They were free-flowing. They all knew each other. Alisson got the ball, counter-attack, out to Salah, scores, and, you know, it was pretty ready-made. I'm not saying he's a bad manager, because he did make some brilliant decisions that changed games, that, you know, that took us from 2-0 or 1-0 down to 2-1.
What you're saying is this season is this is his team, this is his problem.
Yeah, it is his team and it is his problem. And I don't think, you know, he's you know, a lot of Liverpool fans are going to be annoyed because they won the league, they spent loads of money, and we're not getting the results that they want. Now, is that the players' fault? No, it's the manager's fault, and he's got to take this on the chin and do something about it. I think he's got until Christmas to sort it out. And a lot of the pundits called it last year and said, oh, he won't last till Christmas. He won't last till Christmas. And it's coming through this year, so...
Do you know what, right? Slot needs a lot of credit for last year, because actually he didn't change a huge amount. What he did do, he made you harder to beat, and he took away that Klopp side of the game that I think a lot of Liverpool fans felt there were moments where Klopp ball was all about attacking. We're going to go at teams and we're going to outscore you, right? Which I thought was aesthetically a brilliant way to watch football. However, what Slot did last... Say again, sorry, you cut out.
The Klopp effect was still there. As much as he was his own style of play and his own decision.
But he tailored it. What Slot did was he made you far more difficult to beat. He made you a far more pragmatic team. And that deserves credit, because you don't win the title without getting credit. However, I didn't think you were a great team. You were a good team. You weren't great.
They won the league, Jason.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not.
You say this every season. 38 games, where you finish, you deserve to finish.
Yes.
They won the league.
Yes.
So they were a great team.
No, they're not a great team. I'm not accepting that, and I won't.
Taking that away.
It's not a great Premier League team.
No, but this season you've been terrible. Right, today's performance was absolutely shocking. You're all over the place at the back. The midfield is nowhere to be seen when you're defending. It's gone to pot. That's on Arne Slot.
Yeah, now it is, yeah.
That is on Arne Slot, and you can't get away from that. And people say want his head, but would you want him sacked?
I don't want his head. No, I don't want him sacked. He's got to turn this around. You know, I don't agree with all this, oh, we've had a bad run of results and everything else like that. And modern day football, there's so much in it. It's not about a couple of bad games and things like that.
It's not a couple, is it? It's not a couple. It's 6.
Well, it isn't.
No, it's not. No, there's an elephant in the room now. Today's result, for me, smacks you in the face. Today's
result.
Hey?
Or the result against Man City was a slap in the face.
No, this is the biggest slap you've had this season. By a side that's changed 2 managers that are trying to find an identity. You're at home, you're defending champions. You've had 2 weeks to prepare for this, and you get slapped 3-0. And this is the one. I think this is the big one where you go, oh, okay, yeah, things really aren't great. And you can live in denial if you like, but this one here today, this is a terrible result. You can polish it all you like. It's terrible.
I'm not in denial. I agree. This result's a bad result. The one against Man City. Yeah, if we'd have lost against Man City, that's fine. But 3-0 against Man City, it's every game for a champion. For champions, and for champions that spent 400 million, every game is a slap in the face, really. And I don't know what's going on. And everyone's saying it's Jota, and everyone's they're passing a Jota. That is a really sad. Sad moment for the club, and nobody will get over that. But you look at Andy Robinson, it speared him on. He was, the Scotland. He was said he got up and he pulled himself together. He knew he had to do it.
Yeah.
So again, there's just so many factors to it. When you've got players like Chiesa, it's absolutely fantastic. He's revived himself immensely. I think he's just turned himself around amazingly.
I don't know whether he has.
He's all right.
I don't know whether he has. You say, honestly,
what he was.
No, I don't know whether that's good enough for Liverpool. Honestly,
He's an international football.
Yeah, I don't know whether the Chiesa situation is your problem. I think there are bigger issues at Liverpool at the moment.
No, I'm not saying there isn't, but I'm saying it's there's players in there that I believe if you put them in the mix, they're gonna help us turn it around and get it turned around.
All right, Morris, listen, thanks for your call. You just heard the screams there. Newcastle basically just missed an open goal. We'll get to Harmy just after the break, because after the break, we have got Arne Slot. He's done an interview for talkSPORT, and you can hear that next.
Formula One. It's a sport often seen as insular and elitist, but it's seen a meteoric rise under its owners Liberty Media, not only in popularity and viewership, but in the ability to almost print money. From greater access to more races, here's how it happened. For decades, Formula One was owned and run.
You're listening to the Game Day Phone In on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy. Reminder, today's Premier League results. Early game, Burnley 0, Chelsea 2. The 3 p.m's Liverpool got beat 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth 2, West Ham 2. They threw it away. Want to hear from Hammers fans. Wolves, terrible start for them. They lost at home to Crystal Palace 2-0. Brighton, they won 2-1 against Brentford. Another Danny Welbeck goal. Brilliant goal as well. And Fulham, Sunderland 1-0. In the 5:30 game, let's get an update. Steve Harmison.
It's Newcastle 0, Man City 0. I've got no idea, lads, how this is still 0. Pope's just made a brilliant save from Haaland. Donnarumma's made a hat-trick of saves from Woltemade. And Harvey Barnes missed an open goal from 8 yards. Newcastle can't afford to keep missing chances like this against a team like City. It's Newcastle 0, Man City 0.
Right, let's hear from Liverpool manager Arne Slot. He's been speaking to talkSPORT's Matt Jones about the importance of improving defensively.
Yeah, of course, you always prefer to keep a clean sheet because then you've got the biggest chance to win a game of football. And I think that's what we did very well in the first half hour. We were just constantly trying, pushing without giving away a lot. But yeah, if you go a goal down, if you go 2 goals down, you need to take a little bit of more risk, like you said, with the first substitution, with the second substitution. And sometimes this leads to a goal, and we all know if it leads to a goal, what can happen here at Anfield. But now it did lead to a goal, but not for us, for them. And we have to accept that, and I take full responsibility for that.
Arne, you talk about the kind of disparity between the first half hour and the second hour of the game. So how concerned are you of the lack of reaction from going 1-0 down?
Nah, if you mean with the lack of reaction that we hardly created a chance, then you are right. But I cannot blame my players that they didn't put enough effort in because they kept on trying. The fans stayed behind the team in every situation as well, with 2-0 down, with 3-0 down. So, then it's a frustration for all of us that we weren't able to score a goal because we had a few moments where it opened up, but then when we had a shot, they blocked that shot, and that went all the way till the end. I think even in extra time, there were so many bodies in between us scoring a goal, and you have to give credit to Forest for that. But I cannot blame my players on effort.
Alisson back, I think 1 of 5 changes today. Did that unsettle things at all from last time out?
No, a few changes were also necessary. So Conor Bradley and Florian Wirtz being injured. So that's the first 2. The goalkeeper, I think everybody can understand that if Alisson is back fit that you play him. And the other changes, I don't even know exactly. Oh yeah, Alexander Isak was back from injury that he wasn't last time. So there were changes, but in terms of playing style, we played the same. And the changes we made were for the benefit of trying to win a game of football, but that didn't work. And now we're going to try again in 4 days against PSV.
Honestly, what is that? What's that interview? How passive was that? I mean, he's stating the obvious. Don't know, mate.
You're not having him?
No, I'm not having the situation he's found himself in. I'm not having that interview. I'm not having that. He's basically telling us what happened. We saw the game. We know what happened and why it happened. And he's saying about the subs or the changes he made. And he's saying, I don't know, then it's that, mate. Mate, he needs a couple of massive results, by the way, because that today against a side that have changed their manager twice, that are in a relegation battle, to be beaten as comprehensively at home the way they were, and they got beat by Forest last year, right? And they had nothing, mate. They had nothing.
No.
They're dull. Liverpool are a dull team to watch.
They're not meh this season. They're dull.
They're dull, mate. They are. They're a dull team. They've been dull all season. They're not. Look, it's difficult when you get a manager like Klopp, who was so kind of revolutionary, and what he done, he changed that football club from being an also-ran, which Liverpool very much were, into being serial winners and serial title contenders. They come up against the Man City side, and they took them to the limits. They made that Pep side the best side we've probably ever seen in Premier League history, right? He pushed them all the way. This Slot team, and Liverpool under Slot, they're just a good team. They're not brilliant. They're not. Over the last 2 years, Arsenal have been a better side, in my opinion, to watch since Slot has been there than Liverpool. City. This Liverpool team that I'm watching, now we're seeing a Slot team. They are very, very dull to watch. They're not great at all.
All right, let's go to Scott. He's a Liverpool fan. Scott?
Yeah.
Nothing's doing me with that, Scott.
I was just about to say, lucky it's not a 10 p.m. sport.
Well, I don't know. It might have to. It's getting close.
I'd get the circus music, but you know what?
Nah, we won't do that, mate. We won't play the violin or anything. No, not today. Not today.
And that interview just then. Listen, all right, I'm going to give a few points if you give us the time. So it's up to you. He's beaten a dead horse. My mate Alex is listening to this, and I know he's cracking up right now because we message each other about this stuff. But anyway, so he's beaten a dead horse. It's done.
Mate, just forget about it.
Forget. Block it out.
Block it out, mate. It's not there.
Block it out.
I love it. He's done. It's done.
What do you mean he's done? He's finished. You want him gone?
All right, listen. This is his Brendan Rodgers 6-1 moment away to Stoke today. It's done.
Remember that.
I said 2 weeks ago to Majestic and Pards he should be gone during the international break. I said we got teams like Forest and Sunderland coming, Dyche, etc., which we hate playing against, which we've seen already this season. And we just lost 3-0 at home to Forest, who've won 2 games all season, back-to-back 3-0 defeats.
Good team, though, mate.
Yeah, they are.
Good
Come
team,
on, mate.
yeah,
Show some
good
respect.
team.
First time.
Dyche, he's gone in there, mate. He's
Good
pulled
team.
your pants down today.
25% possession, and they won 3-0.
No, mate, but the possession stats, and you can, mate, the eyeball test, you're terrible at the back. Your midfield, I think it was, I don't know what goal it was, mate. It was the third goal, Morgan Gibbs-White. All over the place.
It's the whole Dutch manager thing. There's a reason, maybe Gus Hiddink is the only one, maybe, but there's a reason De Boer, Van Gaal, Ten Hag, and now Slot. The Dutch way of playing is that slow, boring, possession-based football, which just doesn't work in the Premier League. And I said this before, right? He's playing with wingers that aren't wingers in Gakpo and Salah, right? They're staying out wide. Well, they're inverted forwards pretty much. He's playing wing-backs that are inverted when they should be going on the outside. That's what we bought Kirkes for. He's literally got it all wrong. These tactics do not work in the Premier League, right? It's all completely wrong. He's played our best player today in Szoboszlai all season out of position at right-back. What is that all about? What is he doing? Right? He's got it all wrong. Literally, Isak had 4 touches in the first 25 minutes because of these tactics. It's just not happening. So...
He come on here thinking he ain't going to get it because it's not the sports bar. He's got full sports bar treatment.
My mate Alex, who's listening, is cracking up right now. You do realise that. I know he is. I know he is right now. But he's got to go. He's got to go. And
but the thing is, you say, got to go, mate. Come on, that's a huge statement.
No,
not only have you got to sack him, you've got to get another manager.
Jamie, the players aren't playing for him. They're not. Once the players don't play for you,
I'm not having that. They played for him last season.
It's not. It's been happening for the last 2-3 months. We've lost 7 games in the last 10.
You can't tell me the players are not playing for him, mate.
Our goal difference is 0.
They're not. But mate, this is it's terrible stuff. But the elephant is in the room, mate, and you can't deny it. They are.
Why do you keep saying the elephant's in the room?
Because no one wants to talk about it.
What do you mean? We are talking about it.
But the elephant is.
We are talking about it.
Yeah, now we are. But this elephant has been sat there, right? And everyone's been ignoring it. People walked in the room, they walked past the elephant, and no one says anything about it. Did you see what's in that room? Just walk past it.
2 weeks ago. He should have been gone during the international break. Now he's delayed it.
Come on.
And we lose 3-0.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Mark said there's no one.
You saying that when you beat Real Madrid the other week?
Listen. Okay, that's one game, Jamie. That's one game.
I know, but come on.
I've been watching us play terrible football for months. You can arguably say since PSG last season in the Champions League, we've been shocking, and I mean shocking. We've had performances where we didn't deserve to get the results we got. I'm telling you, I've watched us. I go quite a lot and have done, maybe not so much this season. I'm telling you, it's shocking. And for that fan to come on earlier and say there's no better managers out there, I can give you a list right now.
Go on,
right?
Who?
All right. Nagelsmann, Inzaghi.
Nagelsmann?
Would Ancelotti come from away from Brazil?
Are you having a joke? Are you winding me up?
Who knows?
All their managers are at top football clubs.
Hang on, let me finish.
One's the Brazil manager.
Let me finish. Areola, Fabregas, the Stuttgart manager.
Fabregas? You're going to bring in Fabregas?
Why not? Take a punt. Why not?
What do you mean take a punt? You spent 500 million. You're going to give Fabregas a 500 million pound squad of players you've just signed.
Jamie, we've got worse with 500 million. We got worse.
It's the
tactics. I watch us,
they
Jamie.
are terrible,
you don't.
mate.
Jamie, you don't watch every minute.
We watch every game.
I watch every game. You've been
You're
terrible.
telling me that's good football?
No, I'm not saying it's good, but sacking the manager, now.
What? It's what?
It's half a job. You've got to go and find another great man. You've got to find a better manager than Arne Slot.
I think you want him to stay so you see us keep losing more games.
But it don't matter. No skin of my nose if Liverpool get beat. Tottenham are not challenging with Liverpool.
You're trying to go for a top 4 place, and now we've got to go for that at best.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Keep him in. Keep him in. Good manager, Arne Slot.
Exactly.
Top manager.
Good manager. As things stand, we're going to be fighting a relegation battle if we carry on like this.
Come on. No.
I can't believe that. Here's the thing that should really open everyone's eyes as a Liverpool fan is that on Monday night, Everton could be above you. That is...
it's embarrassing.
No, that is unbelievable.
No, it's as I said to you, these tactics will not change. Nothing will change.
That needs to be looked at.
Scott, remember Pep Guardiola last season? I think they lost 6 games on the bounce, right? They could not find a result. They were getting beat every week. And people started saying...
Pep Guardiola to
I'm not comparing Pep Guardiola, but people were coming on here and saying, Pep's got to go. It's time's up. It's time's up.
All right, Jamie,
right? And that was with a new squad of players, new players in the team. He brought in new players. Now, this season, they look a lot better. A lot better, and they've gelled.
Listen to his interview he's just done, not with talkSPORT, right? Just listen to this. It's my responsibility. If things go well, things go bad here, it's always my responsibility. I tried to adjust a few things that didn't really work out. We weren't able to create chances. We've got quality players, and it's my job to get the best out of them, and I'm not. As of now, it's my responsibility. He is done.
Okay.
It's done.
All right, Scott, listen. All right, Scott, thanks for your call. Let's check in with a rugby. Davey Brady.
Yeah, it's Ireland 0, South Africa 5. Plenty of incident in the opening 25 minutes, but just the one score that came in the 4th minute. A good handling move by the South Africans moving left, and it was fullback Damian Valenza over in the left corner for an unconverted try. A hint of a forward pass in the build-up, but the score stood. Then on 20 minutes, Ireland thought they'd equalise. Ty Byrne burst over from close range, but there was an illegal clear-out by Ireland's second row, James Ryan. Head contact as well. He's in for a bunker review. Ireland currently down to 14 men. South Africa thought they got over for a second try just moments ago with a forward pass in the build-up. That one's been ruled out. TMO, linesmen, referee, all very, very busy. A lot of big calls. 26 minutes. Ireland 0, South Africa 5.
Okay, it's half-time at St James's Park. Harmy.
It's Newcastle 0, Manchester City 0. Chances galore in the first half, and Newcastle led their first after 20 seconds. Harvey Barnes will come in this bulletin quite regular. He was through one-on-one with Donnarumma, and the Italian made a good save. Haaland found himself through again with Nick Pope, and he put his effort wide. Nick Waldemar header from 8 yards out, another fine save, a hat-trick of saves from the big Italian goalkeeper. Foden wanted a penalty, but that got turned down and stayed on the field after VAR. And then Harvey Barnes, well, he'll have nightmares about this. 8 yards out, ball flashed across the goal, and he's easier to put it wide than it was to put it in the back of the net. City flew up the other end. Good work from Doku down the left-hand side. Pulled it back, typical Haaland move. He had a flick shot towards goal, which hit Nick Pope, and that was probably as good a chance as what City had. Phil Foden, another one straight through, 12 yards out. He not quite Harvey Barnes' moment, but he'll believe that he probably should have done better. City have had more possession, Newcastle have had the better chances, but no goals for Newcastle should worry the fans here inside St James's Park. It's Newcastle 0, Manchester City 0.
Okay, get your calls in. You want to have your say on your team's performance? I've got a full switchboard of Liverpool fans who want Arne Slot out. Is there anyone who want him in? 03 717 22 3344. Yeah, you're listening to the Game Day phone in. Me, Jamie Hara and Jason Cundy. Keep your calls coming in before we get back to them. Rob Edwards' reign at Wolves got off to a bad start. They lost 2-0 at home to Palace. Edwards said after the game he's already learned a lot about his team.
The result will send people thinking a certain way straight away. I thought they were better in the first half. I thought we were better in the second half, but that's when we conceded the goals. They're where they are because they can take their moments at the moment. We didn't take our moments, and we are where we are because of that. The first goal, I think, was always going to be important today. We didn't get it. They did. They'll get belief, and obviously we maybe lose a little bit as well. Then it's probably why I'm here and talking to you right now. You know, you've probably just seen exactly, and I've just seen exactly what's been going on this season. Not loads in the game. There wasn't loads in the game, but we get punished, and we weren't able to punish them.
It's half-time in the 5:30 game as well. Let's take a look at the latest odds, all thanks to Betfair.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Betfair's safer gambling tools are designed so you can bet at your best. Learn more at safergambling.betfair.com. 18+gambleaware.org.
Yeah, somehow it's currently 0-0 between Newcastle and Man City. It should be 3-3. Newcastle to win, though, 16-5. The draw is 7-4, and City to win is 11-10. That's all thanks to Betfair. 18+, begambleaware.org.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Betfair's safer gambling tools are designed so you can bet at your best. Learn more at safergambling.betfair.com. 18+gambleaware.org.
Right, let's get back to some calls. Anthony's a Liverpool fan, right, Ant?
Right, Ant.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
I'm good. I asked for a Liverpool fan that actually wants Arne Slot to stay. Are you that man?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, if you want to win the league, have a league-winning manager, and that's what Slot's done last year. And that gets you a lot of credit in the bank. I was there today, by the way, and I'm fortunate enough not to be at Anfield when we've lost 3-0. I mean, I'm trying to think back. I think we've lost to City maybe 4-0 in the COVID year, you know, at home. But look, what I would say is that it's a bit of a watershed moment. It's quite clear that the system that we are playing now, it can't be how Slot wants to play. You know, you've got to look at the recruitment. You've got to look at the players that we've brought in. And yes, there has been injuries. And I think we've got to say around the extenuating circumstances around what happened to Jota is affecting them. But if you look at the way we're set up on the pitch, Slot now has the mandate, in my view, to make some serious decisions about how this team is set up moving forward. And I include dropping Salah and dropping Konate as the first two things I would do. And I think the way we are going to be setting up over the next few weeks, Slot now has to change it. Like,
you're going to drop Salah?
Yeah, I'd drop Salah because okay. So let me take a step back. Right, Salah's brilliant. I love Salah, but the problem is that you've got to look at the recruitment this year. The players that we've brought in, Isak, Ekatike, Wirtz, they do not fit into the system that we played for the past 3 years. So either one of two things is wrong here. Either the recruitment is wrong or the system's wrong.
How about Salah fits into the system?
Well, okay, so I think if you think about the players that we've bought, where does Salah fit into? You know, Isak, Ekatike, Wirtz, you know, where does he fit into all of that?
He plays on the right, where he's meant to play. He's a right winger.
Yeah, but what I would also say about Salah is he is not performing.
No, none of them are performing though.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying that he needs to make some serious calls. You know, one of the things about Salah, I love Salah, I genuinely do. But the only way it'll work with Salah, right, is if it's and this week you can't go back in time. We got the recruitment wrong. So it's either one of two things: either the recruitment's wrong or the system's wrong. So I think the recruitment was right, but again, you know, the players that we bought, in my opinion, weren't bought to potentially get the best out of Salah. So what's the easiest thing to do? You can't get into the players that you just bought. Like, you know, that's just unfeasible. And I think again, Salah is aging. So I think it's a difficult decision, but unfortunately, a combination of the recruitment and the system means he's got to change some players, and I think Salah is that player. And I'm not saying that's right.
Who are you going to play there then? Sorry, Ant, who are you going to play there then?
No, I think we need to go to a. We need to go to a. I mean, I'm trying to think of the formation off the top of my head, but we need to go with a number 10 and 2 up front.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Number 10 and 2 up front. What's that? That's 3-5-2.
4-2. Yeah, or fourth.
It's 3-5-2. We have a number 10 and 2 up front.
Where you can play a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, you want
that's
two
what
up
I
top.
mean.
You ain't getting two up top. You're not getting two up top and Verts in the same team unless you go 4. I don't know how that works.
Unless you play 3-5-2.
As a 10.
With number 10.
Put Verts behind Ekitike and Isak, and then, again, we've got to have some more backup when it comes to the forward line. Salah could still play in that position, but the point is again, I go back to this. Salah isn't performing, and the way the players that we brought in effectively 6 or 7 new first teamers that just don't fit into the system. Like, they just don't. Like, why would you buy 2 number 9s in Isak and Ekitike?
Here's how football clubs run now, and you tell me now, because everyone's moved away from the manager, right? They're a head coach. Yeah. So the squad is bought and built for the manager to get the best out of them. The years of a player being chosen by a manager they're rare now. They're rare that they allow such control, because there is a heavy turnover of managers. Therefore, if the manager... we were seeing this at Manchester United effectively from the Ten Hag era, right? Ten Hag brought in, from what we know, players that he wanted. Once that manager goes, you are then left with the mess, the detritus that the manager has brought in. Therefore, the new manager's got to come in and say, well, here's what you've got. If there is a philosophy from the top, so Verts is... I agree. Verts is... When you look at it now, it's becoming odd. It's becoming harder to find where Verts plays in a slot team without playing a 10. That's why I think Verts has struggled so much, because if you want to play a 10, you've got to play a 4-3-2-1, right? That's the only way you can play a back 4, which is not going to go to 3, right? You're going to play I don't know.
Play Christmas tree formation.
Well, that's the only way. It's the only way.
We're talking about formations and all that. It's like, keep the ball at the back of the net, Ant. I mean, do you know what I mean? Defensively, you're all over the gaff.
Well, defensively, we're poor, and that's why Canata needs to be dropped. I mean, if we just go back to...
Ain't got no one else.
Well, Gomez, why does he not play Gomez?
He's not having him.
Well, exactly. So I mean, that's what I would criticise Slot. I mean, what Slot's shown over the past 2 years, he had this with Harvey Elliott last year. He just has players he doesn't like. Chiesa, I mean, I don't know quite what Chiesa's done to Slot, but he never plays him. So there's a stubbornness there to Slot, which I accept as a downfall. But I go back to where
the problem he's also got, mate, is he's got pressure from up top. It's all right saying I want to play Chiesa. You spent 100 million on Isak and 70 million on Ekitike. If he's playing Chiesa, they're going to look at him and say, hold on, what's going on here? We brought these players in, you've got to put these players in the team.
Well, okay, so going back to Jason's point before, Richard Hughes, I mean, look, we don't know whether it was Slot's players or Richard Hughes' players. The reality is they probably made the decision as a collective. But if you're looking strategically about how the team is built, I cannot believe with the players that we bought in the summer that this is how we wanted to play. Not in terms of performance in the sense of how good or bad we are, but just the setup, because the setup is completely wrong. I mean, look, the week against City, I was watching a game where basically there was no one in the centre pitch, and it took. I looked at the clock when Isak first got the ball. It was 25 minutes. It was 25 minutes until Isak got the ball. Now, yes, that's a bad bit of coaching. I would accept that, but at the same time, the system clearly isn't set up to benefit players like Isak, Ekitike, Vert, and they're the 3 major players that we bought.
I agree, Joe. I agree with you. Actually, I do. It's hard to when you sit down and you have your little markers and you work out who can play where, and you've got a number of players that want to play in the same position. I don't know how you get the best out of that. But here's the thing, also, right, Anthony, is that your best players don't always have to start every game because you've got so many competitions. You had Real Madrid a couple of weeks ago. You've got Champions League coming up. Then you've got massive league games. Then you're going through that heavy Christmas period where he has to work out how Isak can come in and be interchangeable with whoever. I mean, Ekitike for me and Isak, those two. How do you get those in the same team? Fine, you can't get in the same team. There has to be a point in the season where you don't always have to play the pair of them together. And I think we're hell-bent now. When you spend so much money in a team, is how do you get your best players in the best team? Well, sometimes that's not possible. You can't. You literally cannot have your best players in your best team every single game. I think that's... and he hasn't... It feels like Slot hasn't quite grasped, with the money that's been spent, how to get... And look, Verts is clearly not right now ready to play in the Premier League yet. I don't think that I think the game's passing by. And ironically, the best games I've seen them playing Liverpool shirt is in the Champions League, where the pace is a little bit slower.
All right. And listen, thanks for your call. Keep them coming in. We've got loads to get through. Liverpool fans.
How do you get Isak and Ekitike in the same team, getting the best out of both of them?
4-4-2.
Oh, well, I mean,
Top Verts play 4-4-2.
Is he doing that?
We've got to do something. I mean,
or 4-3-2-1. That's that. Then you get 2 10s and you get one up top. Slobosai's playing that system. You get Verts in his.
I think with the way the Premier League is being played this season, the way it's it's quite direct. It's very it's quite end to end set pieces. I think you could get away with 4-4-2.
Well, I mean, look, I'm not against any formation if he gets the best out of the team.
Yeah. I mean, that's why he's getting paid £8 million a year and he can't figure it out. We've got a Nottingham Forest fan coming up next. He is very happy and said that Liverpool are absolutely garbage. 03 717 22 3344. You're listening to Game Day Phone in on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hart and Jason Cundy. Keep your calls coming in. But thanks to our friends at Virgin Hotels Las Vegas, we're giving you and a friend the chance to win the ultimate trip of a lifetime. Las Vegas. Picture this, you and your best mate flying upper class from London to Vegas, checking into a luxury spa for 4 incredible nights at Virgin Hotels Las Vegas, cheering from the stands as the Vegas Raiders take on Kansas City Chiefs, and top it all off, $5,000 in cash to play with. So clear your calendar from January the 2nd to January the 7th, 2026, because nothing starts a new year like Vegas. Good luck.
21 plus, UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text WIN to 83338. Text at £2 plus standard network rates. Bill payer's permission required. Or call 03434239761. Calls are charged at standard rate. All entries must be received by the 28th of November at 4 p.m. This is a network promotion. Run across talkSPORT, Virgin Radio UK and Talk. Full terms and conditions at talksport.com.
Right, let's get back to some calls. Alex is a Nottingham Forest fan. All right, Alex?
Right, Al. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, boys. How are we doing? Great.
Good, mate. Dyche
ball. Back.
Oh, mate, he's got their number. He's got their number today.
Yes.
And listening to some of the calls, lads, honestly, you two both know really deep down how well Scousers take a defeat, don't you?
Say that again, sorry.
You two know really deep down how well Scousers take a defeat. I've heard some of these calls. They're, oh, mate.
No, but they got outclassed today, all over the park.
Mate, Jamie, you said it. You said it. And honestly, I thought that was one of the best away performances in the Premier League. When was the last time? Here's a stat for you, lads. When was the last time Liverpool got beat at home 3-0?
Do you know what? I think it's the second time in Premier League history, isn't it?
I'm not even sure it's that, Jay.
2015,
I'm not
apparently.
even sure
West
it's
Ham, Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah,
Wow.
got beat 3-0.
That is a throwback. I tell you what, boys, honestly, they were terrible today. They were terrible. That said, Dyche got it completely correct. Outthought them, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
On the counter-attack.
3-0 didn't flatter us.
Number
He must be sat there, right? And we said this when Dyche went in. He said it's the best squad of players he's ever had, right? This Nottingham Forest squad is a good team. And all of a sudden you see him, you put in a performance like that. And I love Sean Dyche, what he's about as a manager. I don't think... And we said, let's see what he can do when he's actually got a proper, decent squad of players. And he's rocked up at Anfield after a few weeks ago, co-presenting on talkSPORT, and pulled Anfield's pants down. It's unbelievable stuff. He must be sitting there going, oh, my God, what a team I've got.
Oh, honestly, Jamie, you've nailed it. Like I say, it's not a bad gig, is it? Being with you boys, talking football. But, you know, if you weigh it up versus going to Anfield and taking the mickey, I'm going to be polite, you know, taking the absolute mickey. And honestly, Jamie, it could have been 4 or 5. They didn't have a shot on target today. Milenkovic and Murillo at the back, barely troubled in front of everything that came their way. And I tell you what, honestly, lads, if you watch Salah back today, you watch that performance back, abysmal. Same as Isaac.
Let me ask you this, because Marinakis, right, he for whatever reason, fell out with Nuno, right? And that was... It was your best season in living memory, right? That you've had. Okay, certainly the last 15, 20, whatever many years, right? For them to have ripped it up and brought in Big Ange, you must have thought this has been a disaster. But I'm going to give Marinakis some credit here. He got it wrong, and now he's getting it right again. He's gone back to what made you guys a horrible team to play against, and also a very effective team. That's the most important thing. Scoring goals, defensively solid. It was a little bit like a Nuno performance today, and I don't want him. I want to give Dyche credit because obviously it's his team, but I think Marinakis has made a rick and he's got it right now.
I'm not a clown.
Honestly, honestly, I think you've nailed it. Honestly, with Nuno, yeah, okay, we were brilliant that season and we all had the time of our lives. And you got to the summer and everyone just thought, what on earth are we doing? He talked himself out of a job. The Ange project, everyone you speak to in Nottingham would have told you that's going to fail. To a man. There's not one person that will ever call you up that says...
But here's a question for you, Alex. When you sacked Nuno, if you brought in Sean Dyche then instead of Ange, I don't know if the fans would have been up for that. I don't think they would have had it. I think the fact that Sean Dyche is coming in now after such a disaster with Ange being in charge, that actually Sean Dyche has job has been made a lot easier, and the fans are on board with this is what we are, this is who we're going to be, and all the players have been like, right, let's get back to what we're good at. Do you know, I think it's almost like the Ange one, as bad as it was, it's almost a bit of a blessing in disguise.
I hear you, Jamie. And you know the thing that's underrated and might not be in the mainstream media? Steve Stone and Ian Wone being with Dyche is a massive game changer for the fans. People don't realise that. They're both absolute club legends. Over 100 appearances to Steve Stone. Ian Wone, club legend as well. All of them live in the area. If it was Dyche on his own and he brought Duncan Ferguson with him or someone like that, you might have found a bit of, a bit of hoo-ha about, okay, we're bringing these lads in. The fact that Steve Stone and Ian Wone are with him...
Yeah, but they've been with him for a long time, haven't they?
That really changes the game, mate. Honestly, it really does.
I know Wone. I've worked with Wone when he was at Portsmouth. He's a brilliant bloke.
They do have that. There's all that relationship with Forest, and he was a bit of a fall guy, Big Ange. I think you're right, Jay. I think the fact that they've moved from Nuno into Ange and then back out to where they were, this feels far more palatable than it was if they'd gone straight to Sean Dyche.
Yeah, absolutely terrible.
Dyche has shown...
I'm not a clown.
Dyche has... Listen, you do not do what he's done in the English game in the Premier League without being a good manager. And I know he's got his detractors. I know that a lot of people don't fully appreciate what he does. But there is a place for a certain style of football. And today, to go to Liverpool and do that... Let me tell you now, there ain't many managers in world football to go up to Liverpool and do that at this stage of the season.
Hardly anyone can do that. Keep your calls coming in. Let's get half-time in the rugby. David Brady's in Dublin.
It's Ireland 7 points, South Africa 19. A chaotic 40 minutes of rugby. Ireland receiving 4 yellow cards, one of which was upgraded to a red. Damian Valenza scoring an early try for the visitors. They were lucky to maintain 15 players. Sasha Feinberg-Gumzulu with what looked like a head contact. It was just chaos at that point, really. And South Africa grabbed a second try, taking advantage of the numbers. Scrum half Cobus Vinak running over. Dan Sheehan opened Ireland's account when they had just 13 men on the pitch. But then it was James Ryan's yellow card upgraded to a red. Sam Prendergast, Jack Crowley and Andrew Porter all receiving yellow cards. And South Africa, from the final play of the half, Matthew Carley awarding them a penalty try. So he's not the most popular man at the Aviva. I don't think I've ever seen a team receive 4 yellows in one half of rugby. Ireland with it all to do. They'll start the second half 2 men down and 12 points down. Ireland 7, South Africa 19.
Yeah, all right, let's get an update in the 5:30 game. Steve Harmson.
It's Newcastle 0, Manchester City 0, 57 minutes on the clock, and another save from Donnarumma. This time it was offside, but he didn't know that. Ball flashed across goal from Jacob Murphy, found Waldemada again 8-10 yards out, and the big Italian goalkeeper, smart save down to his left, but it was ruled offside. Newcastle started the second half well. A corner flashed across the 6-yard box by Tonali, just needed somebody to stick their foot out, and then Alan Holland got in one-on-one with Malik Chow. You're thinking he's just going to drop his shoulder and have a shot, and the big German defender stood up well and took the ball off Erling Haaland, who was looking for his 100th Premier League goal inside 109 games, beating the record of Alan Shearer, 124 games, and what a place that would be to break Shearer's fastest to the 100 record. But as it is, I've got no idea how this game is still 0-0, but it's Newcastle 0, Man City 0.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Betfair's safer gambling tools are designed so you can bet at your best. Learn more at safergambling.betfair.com. 18+gambleaware.org.
Yeah, let's get the latest odds in that 5:30 game. All thanks to Betfair. It is currently 0-0. Newcastle to win 7-2. The draw is 11-8. City to win is 5-4. That's all thanks to Betfair. 18+, begambleaware.org. Asking Cundy next whether Chelsea are genuine title contenders.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Betfair's safer gambling tools are designed so you can bet at your best. Learn more at safergambling.betfair.com. 18+gambleaware.org.
Right, let's discuss some of the main topics of the day, all thanks to Betfair.
Topic of the day on talkSPORT with Betfair. 18+ gambleaware.org.
Yeah, Chelsea won the early game 2-0 at Burnley today, live and exclusive on talkSPORT. They moved just 3 points behind leaders Arsenal. Manager Enzo Maresca praised his team's ability to break down the stubborn Clarets.
Yeah, first of all, we expected them back 5, and they were back 4. So we planned the game in one way tactically, and then we adjust after 20-25 minutes. And again, I watched the game against City, I watched the game against Arsenal, the game against Tottenham. They always create chances, they always score goals. So it was good also not concede today.
There's a goal at St James's Park, Harmy.
It's Newcastle 1, Manchester City 0, and it's Harvey Barnes. What he couldn't do from 8 yards out with an open goal, he's done from 20 yards out with Donnarumma in top form. Side foot into the bottom right-hand corner, giving the Italian no chance whatsoever. A great run from Bruno Guimaraes, drove at Man City's backline. He slipped it into Harvey Barnes. Lovely pace on the ball, and he side-footed it past the Man City goalkeeper. 27 minutes to go here at St James's. It's Newcastle 1, Manchester City 0.
I mean, they you know what? They deserve to get a goal at least, Newcastle.
Do you know what? Harmy made the point earlier. He couldn't work out it wasn't 3-3. Both sides have had great chances. That's a great finish, that. Yeah. Both sides guilty of not... And this is the beauty of any football match. I don't care how much control you have, how many possessions you have, how many shots you got. It's about putting the ball in the back of the net. They've missed... Harvey Barnes missed a sitter in the first half, right? Mm-hmm. You've seen Foden miss a sitter. That there, so about taking chances. Football in 100 years' time will never change. Someone will be sitting in this studio in 100 years' time taking calls saying, it's all about taking chances. Football will never change. And that there, Harvey Barnes has taken that one. And you're looking at Pep there. He can't believe they haven't scored. But for the same token, Eddie Howe will be saying the same thing. How are we not 2 up?
Yeah. No.
It's about taking chances, football. Newcastle have taken it. Chelsea is second up at Chelsea.
No, I mean, you're title challengers, aren't you? You've got to be in the mix.
Well, we're not. I mean,
don't sit here and say to me that yous are not there. We're not ready yet. We're not ready.
We're not as good as Arsenal. That's the problem.
We've got a plan next week. You could, if Spurs beat them and you beat them next week, you're top.
We're not top because of the goal difference. I've done the maths.
Yeah, but they're going to get beat in 2 games. So then you would be top.
Well, it depends what we win by. Well, yeah, maybe. I don't. I know. I need to see it because my website has not been updated because Man City have taken the Man City have conceded.
Goal difference 15, Arsenal, and they're on 26 points. Use goal difference is 12, and you're on 23 points. Right. Obviously, Arsenal play tomorrow, and they got Spurs.
Right.
If they do get beat,
right, okay, go on, keep talking. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Go on,
then you play.
Come on, go on, keep talking. I'm loving this.
You play Arsenal.
Do you know what? Right. So 1-0, 1-0. We go top the table, up the shelves. Come on, Spurs, do us a favour.
Are you title
number
challengers?
1? No, I don't.
Oh, come on, mate.
No, but I know. Do you think we are?
Well, you're second.
No. Answer the question.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You think we can win the title?
I think if you beat Arsenal in the next 2 weeks, then yes. Title challengers.
Okay.
Why are you not title challengers? If you're
because
second in this
I don't think we're good enough to win the title. I've said this before, right? I've seen my side win the title. I know what a title side, a championship side looks like. I've seen the experience for the team. I've seen Czech. I've seen JT. I've seen Lamps, Ashley Cole, Didier Drogba. I've seen that team. I've seen what it looks like.
Yeah, all right, but you're not that team. It's a different team. It's a different Premier League.
Yeah, I don't. If you're telling me that we can go and beat Arsenal this season at the title, I genuinely don't feel we're good enough. I'll wait and see what happens over the next couple of games, but it's more in hope than genuine belief. More in hope.
Okay, let's go to Scott. He's a Chelsea fan. All right, Scott.
All right, Scotty boy.
Evening, boys. How you doing?
I'm all right, Scott.
Up the Chelsea.
Decent result today.
Up the Chelsea. Yeah, great results today. I just want to ask Jason. Jason, you said a couple of times we're not title challengers. Now, I do agree with you to a degree, but I think the only weak-ish area we have is at centre-half. Have you heard anything, is there any truth in the rumours about Rudiger coming back to the bridge? And if we got him on January, even if he got it on loan, would he solidify that back four, and are we then good to go?
There's a goal at St James's Park, Harmy!
It's Newcastle 1, Man City 1. Ruben Diaz has taken all the credit for the goal. I'm not sure as a corner came in. It got headed out to Ryan Churchy, who crossed the ball in. It got headed back out towards Ruben Diaz, who was 10 yards out. He's flashed it at goal. It's hit somebody. I'm not sure if it hit Erling Haaland, or I'm not sure if it hit a Newcastle defender. I'm just looking at it again. It was headed out by Woltemade. Ball came back in from Doku. headed back out towards Ryan Churchick, who's crossed it back in. Hall's side-footed it, and it's hit Malik Chow. I think it's hit Malik Chow on the line, and it's gone in. Newcastle 1, Man City 1.
Game on
It's
now.
gone through his legs. He's a little bit unlucky, Chow, because he's trying to close his legs, but he's hit with such pain. No, it's one of those.
Right, you try and stop
He
it.
tried to stop that. It's gone through his legs.
Let's go back to Scotty. Talking about, you're asking Cundy about Rudiger coming back.
Yeah, any truth in the rumours? Has he heard anything? And if we do get him back, is he the last beat that makes us
well, do you know what?
challenger?
Right, look, I've not heard anything other more than read what you have, but we are that team that lacks genuine experience. We've got the youngest Premier League, but average age in Premier League history, right? No, but no, what I'm saying is, to think about, we finished fourth last year, right? And we done what we done with the youngest Premier League side on average in history. Now that there's something about that you think, right? What the owners have come in and we know exactly what we're doing. We are buying younger players with potential for big money. They're putting them on long contract, low wages. All right, that's the philosophy. That's where. So to buy a player of experience, that's why we've not done it. Now bringing a player on loan, I think, is probably a way round that. I don't know. I don't know how that would look. I personally, if you're asking me if I want Rudiger back, it's a straight yes. If that's the question you're asking me, it's a straight yes.
Do you think Chelsea would do it?
On loan, I think there's a chance. It's definitely not buying him. I'm saying that for nothing. There's absolutely no way they're buying him, in my opinion.
Scott, do you think your title challenges?
Yeah, I'm going to say yeah.
You weren't convinced.
I'm going to say yeah because
that was not convincing.
Yeah, no, because I don't think we're quite there. But why not? We're second. We've got the Guns at the Bridge next Saturday. City look like they could be.
There's been another goal to James's Park, Harvey.
Oh my word! Newcastle 2, Man City 1. Well, we've had a first half of no goals, and Harvey Barnes has scored 2 in 4 minutes. This time a corner from Tonali, headed back across goal, knocked out to Murphy. He's crossed it, headed across back towards goal by Woltemade. Grimares has hit the bar. It fell to Barnes, who was underneath the bar, back to goal, and he shoveled it into the back of the net. Newcastle 2, Manchester City 1.
Set pieces causing chaos.
Well, there was chaos. It comes off the crossbar. They react the quickest. I mean, to be honest with you, right, the game that I've seen deserves to have multiple goals.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Because both sides have had great chances.
Yeah.
Ball comes in the left-hand side. Any offsides, that's what you're looking at. No. Woltemade wins it. No, he's not. He's onside. Alongside a long way, Barnes. Unless... Oh, no. This could turn out nasty.
No, I think he's onside.
No. Barnes is... I think the one that plays the ball, fast stick, I think Grimares is offside.
No, he's onside.
I think he might be offside, mate.
With my, 2020 vision.
It's a great finish, nonetheless. I think he backheels.
Great game. We'll go back to Harmy if there's there is a check on it. But at the moment, it is 2-1 to Newcastle. Brilliant game. It could be 4-4.
By the way, it's a great finish.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to some calls. Scott, thanks for yours. That was a look at some of the main topics of the day. All thanks to Betfair 18+. Begin.org.
Topic of the day on talkSPORT with Betfair. 18+, gambleaware.org.
Right, loads to go at. There is a check. We'll go to Harmy after the break, but get your calls if you want to talk about your team. Got Lee's a West Ham fan. We're going to get him on and talk about their congratulation. 03717 223344.
Formula One. It's a sport often seen as insular and elitist, but it's seen a meteoric rise under its owners Liberty Media, not only in popularity and viewership, but in the ability to almost print money. From greater access to more races, here's how it happened. For decades, Formula One was owned...
You are listening to the Game Day phone on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Horror, and Jason Cundy. 03 717 223344 is the number to call for your say on any of today's football. The Rory Jennings Show follows from 7:30, taking your calls on the game ongoing at St James's Park. That goal did stand. It is 2-1 to Newcastle. And then it's on to Fight Night with Dave Farrer and Spencer Oliver, though. But right now, we're continuing to take your calls on a bumper Saturday of Premier League action.
He gets the other side of him, pulls it back. It comes to Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea score a second. Chelsea clinch the points. And Chelsea go second in the Premier League. It's Burnley 0, Chelsea 2.
And how's this? It's Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 1, and it's Murillo who's got it.
Well, Callum Wilson is having a day to remember. It's Bournemouth 0, West Ham United 2. Callum Wilson at the double against his former club. Wolves 0, Crystal Palace 2. Absolute beauty of a finish from Jeremy Pino. His first Premier League goal from inside the penalty area.
Fired in from the edge of the penalty area by Jack Hinchelwood. From 1-0 down, they've turned it right around. And would you believe it? It's Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 2. Mickey and I both said surely Liverpool are going to have a bit about them in the second half. Surely Arne Slot's given them a rocket at half-time. It's not happened.
Enes Ünal made no mistakes, so the comeback is almost complete. Well, it is complete. It's 2-2.
And it's finally the breakthrough for Fulham. Fulham 1, Sunderland 0. It's Raul Jimenez.
It is. It's Liverpool 0, Nottingham Forest 3. And it's Morgan Gibbs-White who's got a thoroughly deserved goal for his performance today. It has to be said, Liverpool heading for a 6th defeat in 7 of all the losses that they've had. This will be the one that sparks the most concern.
Yeah, what a day of football action. The Premier League is back. Let's go to Reese. He's a West Ham fan, right, Reese?
All right, Reese.
Reese, what happened? 2-0 up, threw it away.
Yeah, I'm still concerned about this season. Our squad is just not really up to scratch. I mean, we've got Wilson, who's bagged 2 goals, looking sharp.
Yeah.
But then Nuno, I like Nuno.
Took him off.
Some of his decisions, they puzzle me.
Why did he take him off? Did he get injured, Reese?
No injury. No, he stuck Souček up front, which has worked the last couple of games. But we're conceding momentum in the game. We said, "Oh, come on, attack us," and they did. And at now, Geezer scored 2 goals for Bournemouth, both against us. I've never seen him score against anyone else. Typical.
Do you know what? To take him off on 52 minutes, right? When you're winning 2-0 and bring on Souček, it's a defensive move.
He must have been injured, mate.
Yeah,
He must have been.
Well,
52 minutes.
No, there's no knock, Brownie. No, but I like Nuno, like I say, but he does make me quick, like the 2 games against Leeds and Brentford, and he brings on the German lamppost and all. I mean, he's useless, him. I mean, we've got to get rid of him in January, get a mobile striker in to help Wilson out. I think that's what we need in Jan. We need to get to January as we are, try and stay above the relegation zone and maybe get a winger, because Somerville, he's busy, doesn't really create or score. It's a bit of an issue for a winger, so we need another winger, a striker and a centre-back, because Kilman, shock horror, at fault for a penalty, another goal conceded because of Kilman.
Yeah.
I mean, Walter's wet. 40 million, he's the worst centre-back I've ever seen play for West Ham. We paid £40 million for him. Happy days.
It's not a lot of money, to be fair. Is it 40 million these days?
Well, when he come in, he was brilliant at Wolves, wasn't he? And he's just had a stinker at West Ham. Let's go to Steph, who's a West Ham fan. Steph?
Yeah, on the way back from Bournemouth, all I have to say is, if you ever want to see West Ham go Spursy without actually playing Spurs, today was the day.
I know. You are proper Spursy, you lot.
Honestly, that was a game of 2 halves in the ultimate. I mean, the first half, Wilson was banging them in. We were in control, even though we didn't have a lot of possession. I think Bournemouth had about 74% possession, but we took our chances and we maximised on it. Second half, we shut up shop. I don't think we had 1 goal attempt, and we threw it away, and had that game gone on any longer, we would have lost it. You were talking earlier about Liverpool. I said, don't worry about Liverpool next week, because they'll probably put 4 past us at home. If that's the way we're going to play that second half, if we play at home next week like that. But on balance, I thought Areola was superb. He kind of redeemed himself from previous mistakes.
Yeah.
Freddie Potts, amazing as usual. And Callum Wilson, well, he scored against his old club. I mean, that's what normally happens, isn't it, when you put
I mean, look, the thing is with Bournemouth, right, and Cundy says it, 2-0's a sticky scoreline. Bournemouth will keep going. They keep getting balls in the box. They pen you in. They make it hard, and they got the towels up in the second half. But I think Nuno will look at it and go, if Wilson wasn't injured, that's a terrible decision.
But it's the fact he's put Souček on, right? That tells you a little bit defensively, a little bit more solid. That's what that means.
He was
taking off
hoping,
the best player on the pitch.
He was hoping Souček could score a corner. He was hoping Souček would score, and like he did last week at home. He's convinced Souček is a striker. I'm not so sure. I think we need to work on our corners as well. I don't think we're maximising enough chances on our set pieces, and that's a concern to me. Sometimes Nuno does make some very, very weird substitutions, but in saying that, we go again next week.
Yeah.
Who knows?
All right, Steph.
Funny old game, isn't it?
It is a funny old game, Steph. Let's go to Phil, who's a Nottingham Forest fan. Phil.
All right, Phil.
Hiya.
You're
What
right,
a great day. Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say that it's good that we're going back to our normal style of play like we did last year. Yeah. And realistically, we should have... I think Sangari should have been a penalty. So I think we fully deserved. But I just want to give credit out to like the likes of Elliot Anderson. What a player he is.
He's turning into an £100 million midfield.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Absolutely. And it was good that all the team played really well, and it was good that we're getting back to our normal determination and the squad and everything, and fully well deserved. Really happy. Yeah. Really happy.
You've gone back to what you were brilliant at last season. It wasn't that difficult, really, was it? Sean Dyche has just gone in and been like, right, lads, let's go back to what we were doing before, because that was working.
And also, do you know what? It's a handbrake term when you bring a manager like Ange, compared to what you had. A squad was built, or certainly designed for them to get the best out of it, playing a certain way. And when you go in and do what they did with Ange, you're asking players almost to do something completely alien to what they're good at. And I understand there was and you tell me differently, right? Was there a little bit of frustration about the style of play under Nuno? Was there any part of you as a Forest fan that felt that there was a little bit more aesthetically pleasing football you wanted to see? Or were you quite happy with... Because, winning football is always the best football to watch, but there is a time where you go, could be a bit more, I don't know, open, expansive, not as pragmatic. Was there any part of you or the fan base that felt that?
It's difficult because I thought that, like last season, we played really well in certain games. Towards the end of the season, I thought we got found out a little bit. And like I say, me and my son, we go home and away all the time pre-season. We're trying to change it, and it wasn't working. Do you know what I mean? I think they tried to change too much too soon. And I think going back to what we did really well, like defend on the line, absolutely counter-attack football, and that's really where we've always been the best. And I really enjoy that kind of football because it's good that you see the art of defending. I think Murillo, Milenkovic was absolutely outstanding today, putting themselves on the line. And I think with it just shows from Jesus at the front, all the team was defending from the top, and I think we fully deserved that day. But the thing what we've got to do, we've just got to build up on this for the following games, because there's no point winning, say 3-0 at Anfield.
Who you got next week?
Yeah.
Who you got next week?
Well, we've got Malmo on Thursday, and then we've got Brighton at home.
Right. So Brighton. Okay. Yeah.
Right. Listen, what a result! What a moment! You don't expect to go to Anfield and not only win convincingly. Unbelievable stuff from them. Liverpool fans can't be happy at the moment. I mean, there's been a lot of talk with Liverpool, Jace, about the way they're playing, the style, the formation.
Yep.
Arne Slot getting the sack. Do they change it? Do you drop Salah? It's
his job to come up with the best solution. When you look at what people are talking about, Thomas Tuchel's doing for England, right? And the Bellingham conversation, obviously that's the biggest noise around England at the moment. He has got to find a way to get the best team. So you want your best players in the best team, but that doesn't always work out. Slot's finding that. How do you get all the Ekatike, Isak, and Wirtz in the same team? Show me that, and Salah. Show me that team, because you've got 4 attacking players that want to play. See, you can't change formation because you almost find it impossible to find a place for Salah. Then, don't you? Unless you're going to play. Salah's best in a 3.
Yes.
Where do you fit? So, how do you get Wirtz in the team if you're playing the front 3 in his best position, from what we know?
Well,
I don't know how that looks. So he's got to come up with the formula, the best shape, the best. And some players complement one another in different ways, and this is why they're paid the big bucks, mate. This is why they're, here's your squad. Give me the best team out of this squad. I'm not saying you've got to put them all in the same team at the same time, but give me the best version of this squad.
Yeah. All right, time for this.
O'Hara and Cundy's weekend winners and losers.
Yeah, that time of the weekend we pick our winners and losers, 3 of each. We'll start with winners.
Right, mate.
Who we going?
There's only one place to start. Dyche ball. Dyche's in.
Yeah.
He's the big winner of the day, mate.
It's a massive
Shawnee
winner.
Dyche.
Yeah.
Well
shut up, Dyche.
What's that? Sorry, what's that?
Yeah, shut up, Dyche.
Well done, him. Congratulations.
Yeah, deserves it.
At any point, I don't care how good or bad Liverpool might be or what they're going through, Anfield is always a tough place to go and win.
Yeah.
Right? An incredibly tough place to win them. For Bruggen, big save, mate. 94th minute.
95th,
to get them 3 points.
Massive.
Yeah.
Massive.
Igor Thiago, it's not a great penalty, to be honest, but still a great
penalty.
save.
But got to save it.
Still got to save it, mate. So then, and Tonda Ekata for the Southampton interim boss. 5-0 up.
Oh, they're 5-0 up at half-time.
5-0 up, mate, half-time. Tonga Ekert. Good manager.
Good manager. What's his background?
Anyway, they're 5-0 up.
All right, let's move on to the
losers, mate.
Losers. Who's
Mate,
in there?
Can we have some music for this?
All right, go on. Here we go.
Harry, can we have some music? I need some sort of...
What, Darth Vader or something?
I don't know what music you're going to put in.
Oh, here we go. The violin.
Losers.
That must be bad.
Slot.
Losers.
Slot's in there, mate.
Definitely in there.
Gakpo.
Losers.
Isak's in there. Salah. Oh, my God. McAllister.
Losers.
Right. Listen, I've got ratings here, right?
Yeah.
Evan Birch has got 2.8.
That's a bad rating.
Curtis Jones got 2.6.
Losers.
Kanate got 2.4.
Losers.
Good game he's had.
Van Dijk got 2.9.
Losers.
Slobosai playing right back. He's not right back. Slot's got to sort that out. That's a massive problem for Liverpool, by the way, right? Their right back situation. Who have I missed out? Going over Van Dijk.
So we're putting up the whole team.
Kirkes is in there.
Losers.
Allison's in there.
Losers.
Slot's in there.
Losers.
Who else?
That's just all of them, mate.
Losers.
They're all in there. Ekatike.
They're all in there.
Yates is in there. Robinson. Even players didn't get off the bench. Remember that's really.
Losers.
Ram. Endo Gomez.
Losers.
Liverpool in there.
Losers.
That was the weekend's winners and losers.
Losers.
You're listening to the Game Day phone on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hara, and Jason Cundy. It's currently 2-1 to Newcastle against Man City. We'll get to Harmy for full time. They are hanging on right now, Newcastle. But let's go to the rugby. David Brady's watching.
Yeah, Ireland 13, South Africa 24. Ireland just about hanging on. South Africa about to take a 5-metre scrum. Scores in the second half. Well, Ireland were 7-19 down at the break. Sam Prendergast returning from the sin bin to land a 44th minute penalty. But for out half, Feinberg Gomezulu quickly responded with a try for South Africa, which he failed to convert. After 4 first-half yellow cards, one of which was upgraded to a red, Arne finally got their full complement of players back on the pitch. Prendergast kicked another penalty to keep them just about in touch, with South Africa on the offensive again. We've just passed the hour mark. Ireland 13, South Africa 24.
OK, let's look ahead to tomorrow's Premier League action with Sky Sports.
Stay ahead of the game on talkSPORT with Sky Sports. Stream the biggest Premier League games flexibly with Now, like Arsenal versus Spurs live tomorrow. Search Now Sports. 18+, stream via internet. Terms apply.
Yeah, big games tomorrow. Leeds v Aston Villa, but the big one, Arsenal v Tottenham. We've seen Chelsea go second, Man City getting beat. It feels like if Arsenal win this one, it just feels like they're running away with it.
Well, I've said I still think Arsenal win the title, even if Man City get something out of this game. There's still 5 minutes left of this, but Arsenal for me they feel the most complete side right now. They just feel the side that are more capable of getting the result that they want. You know, Arsenal went there to Newcastle. Okay, it was a late winner, but Man City going to get beat. Man City went to Villa the other week, got beat away. I just feel, and I hope I'm wrong, but I genuinely feel that Arsenal, it feels like their time. This squad has been built for this particular moment, and they've got injuries, as all teams do, and as all teams have. I just feel that we'll see over the next 2, 3, 4 games.
Yeah.
Missing Gabriel is a big miss, but their squad feels like ready to come to deal with that. They've not got Rob Holding coming back. They've got it feels like they've got enough cover, and they spent wisely.
Do you think Spurs can get something?
I think you might be able to get something. Yeah, I mean, a draw I feel is the best you can get.
Yeah,
I've still got Arsenal, mate, to pip it.
I think obviously the Gabriel injury gives us a bit of a lift, but we've got injuries as well.
Yeah, but your away record will obviously play into that. You're decent away from home. Your form away from home is in dark contrast compared to at home is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
the Championship winning form away from home and potentially getting relegated at home. That makes no sense. We'll see, but I just feel that this is the game that Arsenal can go on and get. I think they'll win 2.
1 win in 32 years at the Emirates.
Yeah, that probably backs up exactly how I feel.
Let's go to John. He's a Spurs fan. All right, John.
All right, John boy.
Hi, boys.
All right, John. You looking forward to it tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm confident. I think we might give him a good game for once.
Yeah, our away form's been good.
I think you'll give him a game. I don't think there's any doubt you'll give him a game.
Yeah,
Spurs are back.
I'll take a draw for it. We've got players back, haven't we? And I think we'll be up for it, won't we?
We need to dent their title hopes. That's what we need to do.
We do, but something for Cundy is, and I love this. So Cundy,
yep.
Before the season,
yep.
I put a bet on Chelsea.
Your thought process, but that doesn't mean that, just because you don't want them to win it, I just don't think.
I mean, both are bad, John. Let's not get away from that.
Yeah, they are. But I did.
John knows what he's doing.
Before the season started, I did a sneaky treble. I did.
What's a treble
Chelsea
now?
Premier League.
What's the treble?
Yes, I did. I did Chelsea Premier League.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich
Number
Champions
1.
League.
Number 2.
And Tottenham FA Cup.
Number 3.
6,500 to 1.
Biggest waste of money you've ever put.
Number 4.
So how much you get for that?
6,500 to 1.
What you putting it?
A tenner.
So I'm not intelligent enough. What's that bring back?
It's about 60 grand.
About 60 grand, 70 odd grand in it.
All right, we can take this out if it comes in, all right?
Yeah, I will do. Especially if Chelsea win the league, mate.
Chelsea ain't winning the league. Ain't happening.
Well, it's not going to be Liverpool or City, though, is it?
It doesn't look like it.
Do you know what'll happen, right, John? Your treble's going to be on Champions League, Bayern Munich in the final. Chelsea win the league. And then Spurs are going to lose the FA Cup final.
Oh, yeah. I can guarantee it.
It's written in the stars already. It's written in the stars.
I can guarantee it.
That's what we do.
Cash out, mate.
Cash out.
Cash out for 10 grand.
It'd be typical Spursy, wouldn't it?
It'd be so Spursy, mate. So Spurs. All right, John, listen, thanks for your call.
Cheers, John boy.
That was a look ahead to tomorrow's Premier League action. Don't forget that with Now you can stream all the Sky Sports action flexibly, like Arsenal v Tottenham live tomorrow. Search Now Sports.
Stay ahead of the game on talkSPORT with Sky Sports. Stream the biggest Premier League games flexibly with Now, like Arsenal versus Spurs live tomorrow. Search Now Sports. 18 plus. Stream via internet. Terms apply.
Let's go to Simon. He's a West Ham fan. All right, Si?
All right, Si.
Yeah, even I'm just back from the debacle that was the second half of our game at Bournemouth.
Yeah, fell apart.
Fell apart is an understatement. I really don't know. Well, none of us can work out the substitutions. I mean, Wilson was actually on fire, as you'd expect somebody returning to his where he cut his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So strange. It was such a strange sub there. All the boys in the office were like, just took Wilson off. And thought maybe he got a knock or, do you know what I mean? But 52 minutes to take someone off without a knock.
It's way too early.
He's the best player on the pitch.
A third of the game left. It's way too early. 2-0. See, 2-0. That's that. Honestly, I don't know why managers do this. At 2-0 with half an hour left, a third of the game remaining to try and sit on what you've got. You're asking for trouble, by the way.
I'm never happy unless we're 4-0 up with about 2 minutes to go.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, another 5 minutes of that game, you would have lost.
And we lost it. Oh, yeah, we were all saying there's only one winner of this game, and it wasn't us. Ariola was man of the season, let alone man of the match with his saves.
He was unbelievable. He was.
But
so look, it gets it wrong. But look, you take a point against Bournemouth.
Yeah,
start of the game, you go, you know what, take a point. But yeah, obviously the game gets away from you, and you think, oh, here we go, we've thrown it away. But 2-2, you take that all day. It's a point, isn't it?
But just watching that with literally, I mean, I'm not sure we were in their half for more than maybe 2 minutes of that second half, the whole lot of it. They were just battering us. And they must feel absolutely gutted that they didn't put away the 4 or 5 chances that they should have got.
All right, so listen, mate, thanks for your call. We are going to full time. It's just nearly there for Newcastle. It is now, Steve Harmison.
It is. It's full time. It's Newcastle 2, Manchester City 1. A Harvey Barnes brace takes all 3 points for Newcastle. This, their 14th. City miss out on a chance to go second. And a first half without goals normally sounds quite boring, but Waldemar twice, Barnes twice, brought the best out of Donnarumma. Likewise in Nick Pope, Haaland had 2 chances, Foden had a chance. The Newcastle goalkeeper was on as good a form as the City one. The second half carried on from where it left off, Donnarumma with a good save. But the game turned with 3 goals in 7 minutes. 63rd minute, Harvey Barnes broke the deadlock. After good work from Gomeres, he slips Barnes in 18, 20 yards out, and he found the bottom right there, bottom left-hand corner. 1-0 to Newcastle. City flew up the other end, got a corner, headed back to Ruben Diaz. His deflected effort went in off Fabian Schär. Newcastle 1, City 1. Game on, you think. And Harvey Barnes, well, 4 minutes later, made it 2-1. Corner comes in, headed back across. Gomeres hit the bar. Question mark whether Gomeres is offside. Harvey Barnes didn't matter. He backheeled it in from 2 yards out, and that was how it finished. Newcastle stay 14th. Man City miss out on a chance to go second. It's finished at St James's Park. Newcastle 2, Manchester City 1.
Yeah, massive result for Newcastle. Killer blow for Manchester City. That's it from us, though. Thanks for all your calls over the last 2 hours. We're back on the Sports Bar on Monday, 10 p.m. But keep your calls coming in. You're a Man City fan or a Newcastle fan. Rory Jennings is up next. 03 717 22 33 44.
Losers.